Hey everybody, in this video we're going to be covering the forward elbow. This is a super useful technique. You don't see it a lot in sparring because it's very effective and can be a little bit dangerous, and so we try not to use it on our training partners. However, you will see it in things like MMA and in Muay Thai, kickboxing. So we are going to use it and show you how to use it in self-defense. What we're looking at today is using a short range strike. So if I'm going to use an elbow strike, I'm not going to try to do it from way out here at my long range kicking and punching distance. I'm going to be way in close. So that's something you need to understand, is that this strike happens from close range. Okay, let me show it to you facing you so that you can kind of see what I'm doing. In fact, I'm going to pull my sleeve up here because there's a couple of important things you need to know. Number one, when we strike, we're not striking with the meat, okay, the muscle on either side of our arm. What we're actually striking with is this section of our elbow right here, okay? So if you were to try to do a plank position on the floor and you were holding yourself up along the pinky side of your arm there, okay? You've got the point of your elbow all the way up to the pinky side of your hand touching the floor. That's the side that we want to use right there. Not this one here, not this one here. In order to make that happen, we have to make sure that our hand position is correct. So we want to go palm down. So for the forward elbow, we're going to start in a fighting stance. This can happen either with the front hand or the rear hand, but we're going to use rear hand for the most part because it's a little bit more powerful. So with my hands up, I'm going to close my fists. I'm going to turn my rear hand palm down. From here, notice that you can see the point of my elbow and you can see my pinky. That's what you want. Then I'm going to rotate my hips forward. My hips lead the strike, then the elbow comes in and around, and I'm pulling it across my center line. So even though my face is staying forward, my elbow is going past and my shoulders and my hips are rotating past. In fact, I am even pushing off of that rear foot just a little bit. Now I don't want to rotate my ankle down like that and hurt my ankle. I just want to push like I'm running so that I get good power into that strike. Now if you're doing these in Kibon, maybe you're practicing at the beginning of class, you're going to have your hands up, you're going to make a target here with your hand, your lead hand. Your rear hand is going to do the strike. In order to make that happen, you have to rotate your hips and kind of leave your shoulders in place. If you rotate everything at the same time, you'll never hit your hand. What we don't want to do is bring this hand back to our elbow. Instead, we're going to bring our hip and our elbow to our hand. Boom. There's your great elbow strike. Now, you're noticing probably that I'm folding my hand down for this strike. The reason that I want to do that is because if I'm in super close range here and I'm trying to reach out, my fist kind of gets in the way here. It's annoying. So what I'm going to do for that super close range is fold that hand down. It makes a slightly shorter strike that still has lots of snap and power to it. Okay? Now, after you finish your strike, boom, you're going to want to make sure you come right back up to that fighting position, hands closed or open depending on what we're doing. So if I'm going to hit Mr. Bob with this, my hands are up. Now, when I was doing this in the air, I had my hand open. That simulates me grabbing the side of my opponent's head, okay? So from here, I'm going to grab the hand. I'm going to push with the hips. The thumb goes toward my chest. The hand goes down. I rotate through, boom, and strike in. I am pulling with the hand as I am striking with the elbow. So you can see that from the other side. I'm grabbing, rotating through. All right, guys, make sure that you use great hips as you go through that. Make sure that your elbow stays at your shoulder level or slightly below. We don't want to go above because that can damage our shoulder. We want to make sure we can train for our whole life. All right, guys, there's your forward elbow. Good luck training. Keep growing, and we'll see you in the next video.